Shalom Israel. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Lekman out there doing this work of faith and labor of love and truth, sincerity. Alright, and the Spirit was on me, to do something a little different, and the segment which I'm about to get into, is basically entitled Scriptures to Meditate On. Alright, this will be episode 1. Alright, this segment is going to be on suffering. Lord willing, through the Spirit, I'm able to continue to do, lessons for this series, and whenever, the Spirit permits it that I'm able to do so, I do 2 parts with each lesson. Alright, part 1, is basically, me breaking down the scriptures, through the inspiration of whatever the Most High put on my mind, to come out and say, and Lord willing, it's edifying. And in the second video, I just play the instrumental in the background and post up the scriptures just for brothers to sit there, go over, meditate on, think upon, and, you can put your own version to it, just how, if I did my lesson on the first one, I broke it down a certain way, but you meditating on, just seeing the scripture and hearing that the instrumental, you putting, your take on it, and that's the beauty of the scriptures, because, the Most High has it to where each and every individual brother, we can take one precept and we can all break it down differently by using different examples, so on and so forth, but it still adds up to one point, and that's the truth of that scripture. Take an example, going into the mark of the beast, brothers do different videos pertaining to the mark of the beast, with the different technologies of Esau, so on and so forth, but it all points to that one thing, and that is the RFID chip. So that's the beauty of the Spirit, so with that, I'm just gonna go through just a couple scriptures, and end this, Lord willing, this edifying. Alright, so with that, this first precept, that I have here is 1 Peter 4:1. For as much then as Yahushai hath suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that hath suffered in the flesh hath ceased from sin. Right, so just how Yahushai, he went through his sufferings, we have to arm ourselves, likewise with the same mind that Yahushai had, knowing, that hour of temptation is going to be very perilous for us, man, and that, some brothers might have to be put to death, some brothers may have to be tortured, so on and so forth. So, Yahushua, what he got put up on the cross, not to say that, brothers in this time are going to get put up on the cross, but literally, but, brothers that may have to get tortured, that pain and that agony of what you're going to go through is going to pretty much amount to around the same type of pain that Yahushua felt, man, so knowing that we're facing those times, you want to meditate, upon that, and, pray unto the Lord, to give you strength in those times, in case the Lord have it to be your lot, where you have to get tortured, or where you have to get put to death. You want to meditate upon that, and you want to pray to the Most High to give you the strength to be able to make it through, and stand tall for him in those times, So, this next precept that I got here, I'm just, bouncing a couple precepts and that's it. Alright, it's no special breakdown or anything like that. It's just, this is James 5:10. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. Right, so what, Lord willing, we endure to the end. The Lord will have mercy upon us, and letting brothers to inherit that everlasting kingdom and that glorious kingdom. And it said, what, take my brethren, the prophets, for an example of suffering and affliction. You know, and the main one that they used was Job. Now, we know there's constant examples that we can use for courage, for strength, for bravery, so on and so forth throughout these scriptures. But we got to keep in mind too that through the Spirit, we are those men of old back here today. So think about the times in which you go through now, and how the Most High constantly put you in afflictions and through various tests, you know, and how through every situation the Lord winds up having mercy on you. You know, so think upon your afflictions, your things of now, man. You know, and lean upon those times when the Most High delivered you out of distress, out of whatever things you may have been going through. Look up to those things for faith as well, man. You know, the scriptures, of course, first and foremost, but brothers is constantly going through hell day in and day out. So take your daily battles and add that on to your armor, man. You know, for more strength, for more courage, for more faith, for more hope, for more love. You know. Okay, so this last precept I got here, this is Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in the time of affliction. Right, so, you know, as I said, you know, looking at the times of old, and not just those times, but looking at your times of now, and how the Lord had mercy upon us, we have to constantly know that within these times, the times of Jacob's trouble, the martial law, the famine, okay, the prophets getting cast out of their homes, so on and so forth, as the scriptures have prophesied about, the Lord will deliver us from those times. Because it said what? The Lord saveth in the time of affliction. You know, Lord willing, we be a part of that elect. You know, but it's all about faith, man. It's all about that faith and believing no matter what that the Lord will get you through those times, man. You know? So, you know, with that, you know, I just hope this first installment was edifying, you know, and as I said, you know, I do 2 parts with this as always. And, you know, the second part, you know, I just post up the scriptures and let the instrumental rock. And, you know, you brothers can, you know, have your way with it or whatsoever will have you. You know, to meditate on, to dwell on, you know, so on and so forth, man. So, you know, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to Lekman out there doing this work of faith and labor for love and true sincerity. Shalom, death to America.